Most people learn Excel the wrong way. They watch 5-6 hour tutorials, learn random features, and then struggle in actual jobs. So, in this series, I will be teaching you only those things which are absolutely necessary and which the company expects from the freshers. No boring theory, only practical things. And today we start with Excel basics. Please note that this video is for the people who don't know anything and who want to learn from scratch. So if you already know things, please keep patience and learn the things which you don't know. Now let us understand the screen first. Now this is the Excel workbook. The entire file you see here, this is called a workbook. And inside the workbook you have sheets. These are called worksheets. It is similar to pages inside a notebook. So this entire file is called a workbook and these are the worksheets. Now how do you rename these worksheets is just double tap and you can rename. Double tap and rename. It is very important to rename your sheets because clean organization is a good impression. Now these vertical lines which you see are called columns and these horizontal lines which you see are called rows. These are columns and these are rows. Now where a row and a column meets, this is called a cell. This box you see here, this is called a cell and the reference of this cell is C3 because C column and 3 row. Here you can see the reference. If you tap here, it is I11. Here it is E10. Similarly, if you want to go to a particular cell, you can just give the reference here. For example, A5 and it will automatically take you to A5, B20, C. So this is where you give the cell reference. Every piece of data which we will type will be inside a particular cell. Now let's enter some data. Name, department, salary, age. Okay, now see you have written name in the first cell. Now if you want to go to the second cell, use the right arrow key or you can also use tab. So you are going to enter corporate fields. So start using tab. I will be giving you shortcuts as well. So just make note of it. Keep using tab. This will give a good impression. These small habits will make you work faster. Now, if you want to select multiple data, see this is how you select. I have done using the keyboard. You have to just use shift and the arrow keys to go whichever side you want to go. And if you want to use mouse, you can just drag it. You can drag and you can copy whatever segment you want to. Very useful while formatting large data sets. Okay. So part 1 we have learned about what is workbook and worksheet. Part 2 rows and columns. Part 3 how do we enter a data. Part 4 how do you select a data. And now part 5 formula bar. Now this is a formula bar. For example, you tap in this cell. You can see whatever is written in that particular cell. This is called formula bar. Now if you have a long sentence here, for example, once upon a time there lived a king. Okay, now suppose you have written here also something like XYZ. Okay, now here you see you cannot see whatever is written here. You can just see once upon. You cannot see the entire line here because of this cell. So you have to just click on this cell and you can read in the formula bar. This is the significance of formula bar. You can easily see and edit also. Now I will give you a basic overview of all the features here because these are the most used. We will not discuss all the features. We will only discuss those which are necessary in the real world jobs. Alright. Now here you can see these are the very basic formulas. Cut. This is used to cut any data which you want. Okay. You can cut and then you can paste. This is how cut, copy, paste works. Now copy is just copy and you can paste. But I would recommend using shortcuts. Control X for cut, Control C for copy and Control V for paste. Okay. Please use shortcuts because in this world nobody uses cut, copy, paste which are listed here. Use shortcuts. Alright, so these were cut, copy, paste. Now here you can choose different fonts. For example, I'm just showing you for reference. You can try whatever you want to. So there are so many fonts available and you can use whichever font you like. Then this is the font size, whichever font you want. Now this is bold, B for bold, I for italic, and U for underline. I'll show it here. Bold, and this is italic, and this is underline. All right, these are the basic formatting tools which are required. Now this is adding borders. All borders will be added everywhere. If you want no borders, outside borders, left border, right border, whatever is, basically this is for entire borders. Next, this is for coloring inside the cell, and this is for coloring the font. Okay, hope the difference is clear. Now if you just want to increase the size by one font, you can use these. If you want to decrease by one font, you can use these. If you want a particular font, then these are the font sizes which you can select. Next, these are the alignment tools. Now this is center text, align to the left, and this is aligned to the right. Okay, next, wrap text. This, if you wrap, everything will be in one cell, and if you just unwrap, you can auto adjust the column based on the sentence you have entered. Next, merge and center. You can select 2-3 cells and then click merge and center. This will become a one single cell wherein you can type any header whichever you like to. Okay, so merge and center is for merging the cells. Similarly, if you just click again, it will unmerge automatically. Next, these are percentage symbols. Now for example, you have few numbers here. If you click on percentage, it will become percentage. If you click on comma, it will automatically put decimals. This is increased decimal and this is decreased decimal. Next, conditional formatting. Now this is very interesting and will make you stand out, but we will make a separate dedicated video for the conditional formatting. So as of now, we'll just keep it aside. Okay, next, this insert is for inserting rows. You can see inserting cell, not row, inserting cell, and then deleting cell. Okay, this is for inserting a cell, not a row, and this is for deleting. Next, auto sum. This will be covered in formulas. Sort and filter. This is very important. Next section is autofill. This feature will save hours in jobs. Now you can see. Now watch carefully. Okay, Jan, Feb, March. Okay, now you just select it, and can you see the black plus symbol here? Just drag it and it will automatically put rest of the months. Excel automatically understands the pattern. See, this was months. Now Monday, Tuesday. Just select, wait for the black plus, drag it. See, months, days. This feature is called autofill. Now why it matters is, imagine entering 500 serial numbers. Do you think that anyone sits and enters these? Nobody does that in real jobs. You just autofill everything. Excel handles repetitive work automatically. So always look for ways to save time in Excel. So this was about autofill. Now here comes the most important beginner skill. Sort and filter. Now, suppose this is the data set which you have, and suppose you want to sort the salaries from highest to lowest. So first we will put a filter here. Okay, then select the drop down and you can see here sort, ascending to descending. So this is lowest to highest, but you want highest to lowest, so descending. Okay, so here you can see 55, 50, 47. Basically your salaries are sorted. This option was sorted, right? Next, sorting helps you arrange data logically. High sales, low attendance, in that way. Now, how do you filter? This feature is used daily in every office. Suppose your manager says, show me the data pertaining to Bangalore employees only. So select the drop down list, unselect, select Bangalore, and see, you get the data only of Bangalore. Suppose you want of Hyderabad. See, now this is another data set which you have. Same thing, we'll put the filter first. See, you can put the filter here from this option. Okay, now if you want shortcut for the filter, the shortcut is Control Shift L. Yes, so first you need to select the row, Control Shift L. So in this way filters are applied. And if you want to filter the product based on laptop, open the drop down, unselect, select whatever you want, and then you get the filtered data. See, without filter you have to manually search everything and then paste in a separate table. It's too much of work. Whenever data sets are large, filters become very essential. Okay, this was all about sort and filter. Next option is freeze panes. This feature is super underrated. Now you see the headers are visible here, but as you go down, whenever you have large data set, you go down, your header is missing. So you find it difficult find as to what is this data pertaining to. Now use the freeze panes. Select the row, go to view, freeze panes. Okay, now if you go down, you see that headers stay visible. See, headers are visible, even the little part of data is also visible because I had selected that much. So in this way your headers stay visible even while scrolling. This is a very tiny feature but huge productivity boost. Now it's time to test yourself. I have created a small project or homework which covers all the skills which we learned in this video: formatting, filter, sorting, autofill, everything. So take a screenshot of it and try doing it in the Excel, or comment below and I'll share this PDF link with you so that you can try it for yourself. Do comment more if you want more such projects which will act as homeworks. You can learn it in a better way. So this was all about basics. Hope you enjoyed today's session. Please do the homework. And one last section before we wrap up is saving the file properly. One important professional habit is saving the file properly. See, everybody does this. They just randomly say whatever comes up and they just click on save. No, that is not how you save it. In case you're working on a project report, save it as project report. In case you're working on sales data, save it as sales report. Name it properly so that even other person can find it in your absence. So today you learned about workbook, worksheets, rows, columns, cells, sorting, filtering, autofill, and basic formatting. These may feel very basic, but these are the skills which are used daily in most of the offices. In 99% of the offices running around the world, these skills are used daily. In the next video, we will learn about the Excel formulas which are used widely.